We have Dewana Bonner, Brianna Jones. We'll do questions in the room and on Zoom if we have time. Just please raise your hand and address the player. Emily, go ahead.
Honestly, I just been in the gym a lot, working on threes. I feel like I was missing one that were very easy in the beginning of the season. So literally that's all I work on after practice. I rarely practice. So just in the gym. I'm in the gym constantly, just shooting threes after threes.
Any other questions? Noah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think she's doing a great job of attacking closeouts and being that dynamic spark off the bench. It's just her continuing to do that, and it was great today, and we need that more often.
Maggie.
Oh yeah. No, I've had my challenges against Tina. I remember my rookie year playing against her, just trying to find different ways to guard her and things like that. But she's tough. She's a presence down there, and once she gets to her spot, she's gonna make it. So just making her shots tough because she knows how to get to her spots when she wants to.
Natalie.
Such a good job.
I think we're just, still trying to continue to get better in our offensive flow. I think that's something that we've been focused on the last few games. And then defensively, just, executing our game plan and our schemes and just, continuing to have fun and play together out there.
Azar.
Mm-hmm.
With some rest instead of like last time we saw you where you how are you taking this game? How are you?
I think every game that we play, we just want to be the most prepared team and go in knowing the scout, knowing the things that we want to do to take advantage of their defensive schemes and things like that, and then being active and disruptive on defense ourselves. I think it's just going in being the most prepared team and doing everything we need to do to take care of business.
Maggie.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was funny because after the game, one of the Alicia Gray was like, "You didn't have to hit all those threes." I'm like, "Y'all beat us last time. We needed this win." So I like the way we responded. Especially after losing to a team and playing them it wasn't even a week. Like right away, it just shows the character of this team. We really wanted to win this game and get that win back, and we felt like we kind of let one slip away. Credit to them for coming in and winning on our home court, but we felt, as a team personally, that we let it slip away. So for us to come back and respond this way, and everybody got to play, it's huge. That was the important part. So I think we played a great game, and everybody got some experience. And it's always fun when you're on the bench and cheering on your teammates to do well.
Emily.
Either of y'all, how did it feel to be announced as all-stars today in the lineup?
It's always a great feeling to be able to get back on the All-Star, but then just to do it after coming off an Achilles, I think it was just proud of myself, of all the work that I put in in the off season to be able to get back playing first off, and then be able to get back playing at All-Star level. It's kind of a little mind blowing, but it's been great.
Azar.
That wasn't an option. We were mad that she wasn't playing more minutes. It was us who had to be patient.
So now it seems like you're right back at the level where you expect to be. Is this where you at right now? Can you see yourself at this point right now where you're at?
I don't know if I saw myself, here at the. I mean, this was the goal. This is what I wanted to do. I knew that coming back in it wasn't going to be easy, and just trying to get back in shape. But then it's easier when I have my teammates behind me with their support and just staying in my ear. They're like, Bree, you got to take these shots. Like we need you to do this and that. And I always want to do whatever I can for my team. And then, but I mean, it just feels good to be able to be back and be playing at this level and knowing everything. Like I said, paid off.
Any other questions? Maggie, last question.
What was your reaction to the Dolphins?
So what? Oh, the bobbleheads. Oh, I love them. They're cute. I think they could use a little bit more dimples, but
All right. Thank you, guys.
thanks.
Okay, we have head coach Stephanie White. We'll do an opening statement and go to questions.
Proud of our group. I felt like, we've shown, especially over the last 3 games, continuous improvement on both ends of the floor. Obviously, the third quarter was really good for us offensively. The coach in me is like, you never want to give up 25 points in the quarter too, but for the most part, I felt really good with a lot of the things that we were doing. Everybody that came in the game impacted the game. It was important for us to continue to build our depth as well and impact the ball game. So big win for us. Certainly our stretch this month as we head into the Olympic break is a tough one. And we've got to continue to work to get better. And I felt like today was another step in the right direction.
Questions? Maggie?
I think the last 3 games we've shown that. I feel like we've been building towards that. I think we showed it on the defensive end of the floor. I think we've started to show it offensively as well, and in how the ball is moving, multiple players getting touches. We still have our moments where it gets stuck and we get kind of bogged down or where we've passed up open shots and then we get into low shot clock situations. We saw it again today. But there have been less of those. And I think that's our goal, is just to continue to maximize the things that we're doing really well and minimize the struggles that we have at times.
Emily?
7 3-pointers is a career high for Dee today. I mean, just what has her work looked like outside of game time to kind of get back into sort of thing?
Yeah, I mean, she's been working, on her shot. She's been staying extra after practice, shooting extra after practice, and getting work on the types of shots that she's getting in the game. I don't really ever worry about her because every time she shoots the ball, I think it's going in. I think more than anything, it's going through those reps to build your confidence, right? To see the ball go through the net, to build confidence, to believe that every time you shoot it, it's going to go in. She looked a little bit more assured when she was shooting it today, instead of hesitant and like, oh, I don't have anything else to do. Let me shoot it. And that's what we want from her, because she, with her size, with her length, she can shoot over most defenders. She has a high release point too. So she gets opportunities, and we don't want her passing up shots. We can't afford for that to happen. And I thought she was really good and solid for us tonight on both ends.
Natalie?
With the Olympic break week and a half away, what are you
Well, we're continually looking to improve on offense. Certainly finding where our opportunities are, playing a little bit faster, keeping better spacing, better pace with what we're doing on the offensive end. Playing 1-second basketball, not letting the ball stick, finding the right reads, whether teams are switching or trapping or whatever they're doing to us on the defensive end of the floor, making the right decisions. I love it when we're a high assist to made field goal team, and we were that today. I'd like for us to take better care of the basketball, and defensively, I feel like we're a team that, even though as coaches we'll nitpick because that's what we do, I feel like we always give ourselves a chance. Our challenge is to continue to improve offensively so that when we get into September, October, we're playing our best basketball. And I feel like over the last 3 ball games, we've taken really big positive steps in that direction.
Noah?
She's been great. I thought she did a really good job of attacking closeouts tonight offensively. She's a player that is really good at getting downhill, that can get to the rim, that can get to the foul line. I think it's trying to find her way around our big three. It's been a challenge early for her. Making sure that we're putting her as coaches in the best positions to be successful. Finding opportunities for her. I thought today, after the first couple of possessions, she did a really good job of attacking closeouts, and that's exactly what we need from her. And then it becomes decision making. So when you get downhill, it's going to the rim, it's getting to the foul line, or it's finding the next pass. And she's done a really good job for us. On the defensive end, she's someone that can spell Nay a little bit, give us a break and give Nay a break, and be able to defend some of those tough guards that can really play one on one. She's been solid for us, and we really needed her again today.
Azar?
Mm-hmm.
It's clear and evident that in the season, she might play more. It's clear and evident she's back at the level that are you still having those conversations? Or you just so
Yeah, not really having those conversations anymore, just based on her progression. We were really intentional early about her minutes and minutes restrictions. And, our athletic training staff and doctors have done a really good job of communicating with us as coaches transparently and telling us exactly, what she can and cannot do. And we were disciplined with that early in the season so that we could get to the point where not just where she was comfortable from a conditioning standpoint, but rhythm, timing, building endurance, all of those things were really important. And I'm just, Breezy's a player. I'm really proud of her because that injury is not easy to come back from. She was always from day one ahead of schedule. She did her work, and guys, it's hard. Like it's hard when you're injured and you're not around the team during the season, and then you go into off season and you're on your own. She positioned herself well, being at Maryland and being around a support system and a staff, medically and personally, that could help continue to push her and be a support system for her. Her commitment to making sure that not only was she doing the things that she needed to do from a rehab standpoint, but from a conditioning standpoint and a strength standpoint, to positioning herself to be ready for training camp, and then staying true and disciplined to that throughout the course of training camp and early season so that we can be in the situation that we're in right now. And as someone, who has played in this league and who has been injured and who has had surgeries, that is not easy. It's lonely. It's very, very lonely. And so not only has she positioned herself to just be ready to play, but she's an all-star. So she's gone back, not gone back, but she's gotten back to her form quickly. And it's just, I'm proud of her. It's a tribute to her hard work and her dedication and her ability to stay true to the process. And I'm really happy for her. She deserves it. She's earned it.
Maggie?
I think that when we have opportunities to rest AT, we want to do that regardless of the Olympics. I mean, yes, certainly for the Olympics, because that is so important. But for us, to making sure that because of the Olympics and because of the length of the season and because she plays all year round, that she's efficient and effective throughout the course of the year. Now, we can't always do it. Tonight was a night where we could. I like it when we can play DB at the 4. When we can utilize her ability to stretch the floor, we can play in some of those lineups. But I love looking at this, and DB probably played more minutes than I would have wanted her to tonight too. But I love looking at this and seeing multiple players in the 20-minute range. We need that in order for us to finish strong into the break, and we're going to need that for coming back on the back end of Olympic break to finish the season.
Last question, Emily?
I know she got loose a little bit in the third, but Tina Charles only had 2 points at halftime. I mean, just how did you feel like the front court navigated that matchup with one of the best scorers in the league?
Yeah, I thought Breezy in particular did a great job. It's really hard because Tina's not just a great player, but she understands positioning, she understands timing, and she does a really good job of getting to her spots. And I thought Breezy did a good job of making her uncomfortable, of making her catch the ball out, maybe 2 or 3 feet outside of where she wanted to catch it. And those 2 or 3 feet are important. And I thought we did a good job there. I thought, everybody else did a good job of showing bodies and making sure she wasn't getting, multiple dribbles every time down the floor. Our ball pressure was much better and not allowing easy passes and easy opportunities. Our denials were better. If you make them catch it 2 and 3 feet beyond the 3-point line instead of on the 3-point, like all of those things matter. And our attention to detail collectively was much greater than the last time that we played Atlanta. So I'm proud individually of Breezy and Liv when she had her matchups with her. But collectively as a team, proud of our defensive effort. Thank you.